Welcome back. In this, we are going to cover another numeric function, that is the log function, one of the important function. Now, if we go with the official definition, it says logs return the logarithm of a given number in a given base. I know it sounds confusing. Let me explain in a simple term. Logs tell you how many times you need to multiply by 10 to get a number. Let me go to the Visual Studio and explain it to you. If I'm going to say 10 raised to the power 1, then 1, 10 raised to the power 2, which says 100, 10 into, so the calculation is like 10 into 10, and the answer we will get 100. But here we have 2. Similar way, 10 raised to the power 3, so how much we are getting? 1000, but actually we are at 3. 10 raised to the power 4, 10,000, and we need 4. Logs tell you how many times you need to multiply 10 to get that number. So here if you see, we need to multiply 10 4 times to get 10,000. But the question is, why do we need a log function? There are many scenarios where the numbers are going straight. For example, like the traffic, auto scaling, logs, monitoring, storage system. I'm going to talk about the traffic. So traffic goes like this: 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, something like this. Or if we have a API request, it goes something like 10, 100, something like this. The numbers are going straight. So here the numbers are not going like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No. Here the number are going straight or in the linear form. 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, something like this. Okay, you are using auto scaling. Okay, and you are not using a log function. You have a request something like where the request goes like, first you have the 1000 request, then you have 10,000 request, then you have 1 lakh request, and so on. Now if you scale linearly, then your formula is something like servers is equal to request divided by 100. How many? So let's suppose if I'm going to take the example of this one, so servers divided by 100, so how many we need? Somewhere around 10,000. So that means we need 10,000 servers if we are using this kind of formula. But if we are going to use the log, so how many servers we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 servers. If we have requests like 10,000, how many we need? 4 servers. This is 10,000, so 4 servers. So this is where the logs help us a lot. Let me give you some of the scenarios so that you can understand this thing better. Let's suppose I have a monitoring system enabled where it is using the Prometheus or any of the monitoring tool, like we have the Splunk, we have the Datadog. I need to get the value. Okay, I want to see the CPU and the memory growth of my server. So how I'm going to check? Let's suppose if I'm going to use without the log, so I will get something like this. These kind of requests I will get. Now to work with these kind of requests is little bit tricky. But if I get something like this, 3, then 4, then so on. And here it will be easy for me to understand the growth and everything. I have a CPU growth like 1000, then next day I have growth like 100, next day I have growth like 10,000 again, then 1 lakh, then 10. Here if I will get like this, it will be difficult for me to understand like how the traffic is working right now. But if I get request something like this, here I will get 4, here I will get 2, then I will get again 4, then 1 2 3 4 5, then 1. Traffic understanding is more easier when I compare it with this thing. Logs function is going to help me a lot, and based on this I can also have my script. If 1, then it is normal traffic. If we have 5, then it is heavy traffic, and based on this we can scale up one server. If we have 1 2, then no action, something like this we can also configure. So it is very easy for me to track the CPU and the memory uses based on the log. Let me give you one more scenario. Let's suppose I have one of the antivirus system installed and I'm getting a hit. Let's suppose there is a brute attack, okay, and there is a external request which are coming to my system. Let's suppose in a day there are 10,000 requests which are coming. Second day there are 100 requests which are coming. Third day there are 1 lakh requests which are coming. Fourth day I have more than 1 lakh requests coming to my system. Here I can also use these in such a way that I can have my automation enabled. Let me give some value so that I can have. Okay, for this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here we have 7. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 2, 1000 is 1, 2, 3, 4. I can have my automation in such a way that if it is 2, then it is normal. If it is 4, then there is a risk. If it is above 5, then immediate action is required. So logs are going to help me a lot